Yes, guys, what's going on? Shawrey and Stokes here. We are back here today, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 3, Stokes, of these tier lists. And we are on the defenders, and it's fair to say we've got a jam-packed episode here today.
Cordoba.
A man that you wanted in this tier list.
Yeah.
Do explain.
He's everyone seems to have him in the pro scene.
Yeah.
I think he's just so fast. He's got. Obviously, these are the new cards, these are the heroes. He's got great links, you know.
Yeah.
The only downside, he's a bit small, but
Yeah, he's a little bit small, but I'm thinking pro meta, just because we're seeing him a lot in
absolutely
rivals in these crazy times, guys. I'm sure you guys know what the rivals grind is like, but Jesus Christ. Cordoba pro meta though, 100%. Cornet next up. We've got a lot of players here, guys, as well, so we're going to try and funnel through these relatively quickly.
Yeah.
What are we thinking, Stokes?
I used him for a while actually. I think pro
You're
meta.
enjoying him? Yeah, we've used him in 2v2 together as well. I think he's very, very decent.
Yeah.
Obviously, Premier League as well, just good links, regardless. Obviously, his team and nation is not the best, but the fact he's in the Prem, you can still link him up to a lot of players in the game, so pro meta, 100%. And I think we're going to stick with the trend of pro meta. Davies next up. Obviously, a bit crap that he's lost like 5 pace, but his other stats are...
Yeah, he's an unbelievable card again. Every year Davies just is one of the best left backs in the game.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Collar, some sort of pronunciation.
Yeah.
Basically, very good defending stats.
So
that's the good bit.
I mean, I genuinely, I don't think I've ever played against him. I can't make a judgment.
It's a tough one to judge, but I think when you look at the pace, we know how unforgiving FIFA is now with pace. What are you thinking? I'm letting you make the final decision on this one.
We're going to go with meh. We're going to go with meh.
Pace
is king, it really is.
The pace is king. And don't get me wrong, guys, he could be alright for you in the game if you really are set on using Hero Cola, but he will get exposed horribly.
If you play higher line, you're gonna really struggle with him.
Klosterman, again, a lot of these centre-backs, amazing card. I think obviously lost a little bit of pace maybe, but like -3, but the defending stats on him are just absolutely massive. Anything is fantastic. Yeah. Great links as well. Obviously, you can literally link him to Davies, like that's absolutely sound. Yeah. Alaba next up.
I think
he's got alright stats, so he's probably usable.
I think usable, yeah, for sure. I think he's similar to Cordoba without the pace. He's a bit smaller. He's good agility, but
so
pace.
He's very good like dribbling and passing for a centre back. So I think that's what has to put him into usable.
Yeah, he's usable.
But and obviously he gets the links to Mendy as well, guys. So I suppose that puts him in there, but I would not go anywhere near very decent.
You will probably lose if you have this guy as centre back.
It's just simple as that.
Great player, we saw it in the Euros, unbelievable player, but terrible
in FIFA. And these are kind of players, the guys, they have great defensive stats, but as soon as the pace is like this, and you know, FIFA casually, we don't want to always be talking about pace, but it is just obviously so relevant.
He's like a lorry at centre back.
He just won't enjoy himself. Right, Kimpembe, straight in pro meta. Yeah. Literally one of the best centre backs in the game. If he got an inform or two, it would just be like not fair.
Yeah, for sure. I wasn't convinced at the start. I didn't try him, but because I was so set on, I'm gonna use Varane. I actually think he's better. He's
better than Varane. I really believe that as well. Wow, a lot of pro meta cards here today. Rudy, I think we've got to whack him straight in.
Straight in pro meta again. Yeah.
You've used him quite a bit.
Yeah, he's a good card. He's a really good card.
Trent.
I think he's a great card, but I just don't really see people using him.
Yeah. I'd say he's very close to it, but I'd say he's at the top of very decent.
Yeah,
I would say he's got a really, really good card.
I think the problem is Hakimi is just so loved by everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Trenton's a very decent though. Amavi again, I think the man just belongs in very decent. Yeah, there's the Scottish out of the way for the video.
He's a good card.
Right, FIFA 21 hero next up. What a player he was last year. His stats are not like I just think he's above usable though. I don't know, what do you think?
I think he's certainly very decent. Yeah.
And especially if you guys just want to even if you don't start him, even if you like just have him as a sub, I think he costs 15 or 20k. Yeah. Him coming on in like centre midfield.
Oh, he can play.
We'll just run the show, like especially later in the game. Cancelo, what a player this guy is, by the way.
Yeah.
In real life. He deserves a better card, to be honest, probably. Yeah. Next year he could be like an 88 or something.
I think he should be. Yeah. I think on day one he'd be absolutely very decent, but I think maybe now we'll go down to usable. But he has got to be at the top of usable, guys. Like he will be good for you. Don't worry. Like he wouldn't be like terrible, but I think when you look at the other players and very decent, I think they do trump Cancelo. Quadrado next up. Links to the man Bonucci. You don't see him often.
You don't see him that often, but he's a really good card. It's interesting. He obviously links to that new Kulusevski card as well. He's literally that cusp between very decent and usable, I would say.
I think he again, day one, great card, but slowly going down the pecking order.
Yeah.
I think usable's fair.
It's fair for Quadrado, for sure. Militao, got to be very decent, just because if you take price into consideration,
pound for pound,
he's the best cheap centre back in the game, probably, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really good.
I can't like. I'm sure you guys find it crazy. What's happened to this market in the last week is just absolutely bizarre. Like, but now Militao's what, like a 2,000 or 3,000
like
player?
Militao, I'd assume 50k.
I'd have thought 50k still at this stage of the game even. Dest next up. I think just usable for his sound.
He's an alright card, yeah.
Joe Gomez, exact same thing as Militao here.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like,
value for money.
It feels like he should have been like still quite a few coins. I think he had a tiny downgrade from last year. A few stats have gone down like a tiny bit. I just think usable again, guys. To be honest, for Gomez, like he's good and he'd be right on the cusp of very decent. For a Prem team, he's very good, but his stats are a little bit lower than Militao. If you're going to get anyone from this video, just get Hakimi in your team. I can't believe, like, even his defending just does not feel like 76, does it?
He's so fast. He wins every tackle. He can attack pretty nicely. He's just brilliant.
He is the best. I think he's the best right back I've ever used at the start of a FIFA.
For sure,
by a mile. I think we've rated about Hakimi enough there to tell you guys. Right, Hernandez. This is wow. Defenders. There is a lot of pro meta stuff. I think we've got to whack him straight into pro meta as well. He's obviously quite expensive, guys. Like I would say, just get his normal card if you can't really, you don't really want to shell out.
I think he's
100% pro meta.
He's really good.
Jesus Navas.
This is a really
Talk
nice.
to me, Stokes.
I think this is a really nice card. I think it's just below pro meta. I'd consider him similar to an Amavi. Like you'll see him sometimes, but
really nice stats as well.
He's not quite Hakimi, but he's very, very good.
Yeah. I think very decent. It's perfect for him. Koulibaly next up. Only thing that lets Koulibaly down is his like passing and dribbling on a centre back. He's really clunky, and then obviously links. He is really good though. Nice. I think very decent probably for him.
Absolutely.
He gets the perfect link with Cancelo at least.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Ruben Diaz. I mean, I think we wanted to just put a few examples in here of like defenders that have really, really high defending and physical. But if you do not have above like 78, 79 pace, it's just over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way FIFA is.
We want you to have fun, and you're not going to have fun with Ruben Diaz in the squad.
He is useless.
Okay, Koundé next up.
Koundé, very good card, I think.
Yeah, really good.
I think another one that joins the pound for pound career is like such a good investment.
Yeah.
If you're running a road to glory like I did, straight away he should be one of
He's one of the first guys you buy, isn't he? For sure. I think straight into very decent for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Lacroix, I'm thinking he can fit very decent. I don't know, what are you thinking?
I think very decent. I think he's another one just like Koundé that you can get for really cheap and he's really solid. And we've got our Italian friend for Bonucci down there.
Well, we can at least have a perfect link in useless.
Yeah.
We are really like, this is great now. He's just got to go straight into the useless guys as well, Keelan. I hope we've reiterated a point now enough. Do not put these anywhere. All these centre backs are is fodder for your SBCs. That's literally all you guys should want them for. Marquinhos now.
The best. He is the best. He's
the best centre back in the game. 100% straight into pro meta.
This is the first year I've ever used Marquinhos, but he's
the card they've given him is just incredible, unbelievable in the game. Mendy, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there towards the end. Pro meta, as it's got to be still, and he fits it. You know, he still gets good links, even like a weak link to Varane and that kind of thing, and Kante, everyone. He just has such good links, and I
think a lot of us
player.
Choose between him and Theo. I think they're the good options.
For sure. Cayley. If he was a centre back, he'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just kind of usable.
Yeah, I think usable. I mean, he's probably good, but
he is very decent in his stats. But I just think for a right back,
he's not what I look for in a right back.
He's not what you look for in a right back. No. You look for someone who can obviously have a little bit more agility, like Hakimi. Do you know what I mean? Strange one, Ramos is. Very weird one, guys. Because over the years, FIFA been one of the best centre backs from the start, hasn't it? But this year, 70 pace. Talk to me, Stokes.
I think
not ideal.
They finally caught up to Ramos. I think, unfortunately, until he gets he might not get anything, but at the moment, I would not advise that card. I think he belongs in the meh.
He does belong in the meh. Lodi next up.
I think Lodi's similar to guys like Amavi and Jesus Navas. He's a very good card.
Yeah.
I think with upgrades, he'll be really good as well.
The chance of upgrades as well is absolutely fantastic. Robertson.
He's very decent.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, to be honest, pro meta is probably
it's just
He's definitely in pro meta, but
Liverpool are smashing it as well. He'll go up high. He's a really nice card.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Romero.
I don't know. I think this is alright.
He's okay, isn't he?
He's okay. We've got to pick between the other two, usable and meh.
Usable and meh.
I'd say usable personally.
He is usable for sure, and I suppose his defending and physical is actually quite good.
Yeah.
As well, so you probably have to put Romero in usable.
Yeah, I think meh's a bit disrespectful.
Yeah, for sure. That's sober.
I would put him in a very decent. If you're building a Bundesliga team, I think you go right in.
Yeah, straight into. Yeah, I think very decent can work for him. Tavernier. I'm thinking very decent, but I don't know. What are you on usable?
Yeah, I'm with you on very decent.
Yeah, Tamori. Crazy upgrade.
I think would say pro meta, right? I think he's a very nice centre back. This is the one to watch, right? So he's got room for a few more.
He can literally get a few more. Like one more in form, and he could be in teams for a long time. Right, Shawrey.
If I was to rank him, I'd say he's behind Attal as well in the French league. So I don't know whether that would.
I'm thinking just kind of usable for him.
I think that would make him usable. Yeah.
Yeah. Upamecano. I'm just thinking very decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Above usable, 100%. Gets the links to like Davies, etc.
He's got. Is it 72 acceleration?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got some really weird in-game stats. I hate it when they do that with centre backs.
It makes him a lot slower than he should be.
Now Van Dijk's a weird one. He is. I'm not going to say pro meta though. I think very decent.
Although you will see him.
You will see him sometimes.
I just don't think he's as good as if you compare him to the ones we got up there. I think he's at the top of very decent.
Yeah. Varane
slightly underwhelming, but I think he has to be.
He still has to be pro meta, doesn't he? Just for the simple fact that he's got such good links. Like
he's solid all around.
He is expensive, to be fair, but he's expensive for a reason. Final player, ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves Kyle Walker.
Slightly overshadowed by the fact that Hakimi is here, but
a man that was used at centre back loads. That centre back in form.
Oh god.
I just think very decent for him.
I mean, you can fit him in pro teams, but
I think fit him in pro teams, but I think Hakimi is.
He's the same as Trent. Unfortunately, he suffers because Hakimi is so good.
Yeah, and one thing you do lose with Walker a bit, like his dribbling is not great for a fullback at all.
He can't help you up front. So,
Looks at what we're thinking, Stokes. Any changes? Or are you thinking that?
I think I'm happy. Maybe we've been a bit disrespectful to a couple very decent guys. But I'm very happy with the pro meta list and the useless list.
Let us know in the comments down below what you think and any changes you might make. But we hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, don't forget to hashtag it.